Oke, selamat datang semuanya. Selamat datang kembali pada live streaming hari ini. Selamat datang juga yang akan. Jadi di sini kita bermain game Alan Wake 2, guys. Gimana kabar kalian? Panas sekali hari ini, ngeri sekali. Kita mulai saja ya. Aku penasaran banget sebenarnya ini sama alur cerita. Oh ya, yang alur cerita penuhnya maksudnya.
We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either.
Komen live siang om. Iya Tommy, gak ada kerjaan sih makanya siang Tommy. Itulah, mumpung ada waktu ya, gue gak ngapa-ngapain. Panas juga loh sebenarnya. Susah ambil jam siang tapi karena berisik banget ya. Tapi coba dulu dah gue tambahin penghalang noise di mikrofonnya. Gue sudah buatkan toolnya. Buatkan kurus tuh. Great. Tumben siang kayaknya jadwal jaga malam. Enggak, nanti malam lagi. Mumpung semua pesanan juga udah selesai Ragnarok anunya. Poinnya. Jadi nggak ada kerjaan, entah mau ngapain ya gue main siang juga. Sudah dari kemarin sudah main. Tapi gue nggak live kemarin sih ya. Gimana, cocok nggak kayaknya kalau banyak free siang kita bisa siang. Malam juga live. Oh ya, yang mau tahu sedikit ceritanya silakan cek deskripsi live-nya guys ya. Gue sudah cantumkan sedikit artikel di sana tentang game Alan Wake 2. Gue nggak bisa taruh penuh di sana karena gue nggak tahu. Nggak bisa kelihatan dari depan wajahnya ya, nggak bisa ya. Nah kecil nggak boleh nonton guys ya, gila ngeri sekali bisa. Malah buat istirahat pengenceritaan enggak. Pengenceritaan juga sih. Oh di sini ngeri sekali ya. Oh ya, poin pet itu masih kalau ada sisa apa masih bisa dipakai buat next month. Tiap sebulan sih bisa, kalau mau sih gampang, bisa diatur gampang. Bulan berikutnya Desember kan di bawah Olympus poin pitnya langsung hari pertama itu kan. Kami ada aku buatkan berapa 1000 Dummie ya. Waduh. Rockstar Live Simulator. Kemana itu? Belum tahu Sandy. Masih terjebak sama kesenangan game horror. Tuh main sekali, rasanya suka sekali sama game horror sekarang. Biasanya kalau tahu game horror itu nyali segini langsung mengkerut begitu ya kan. Tapi sekarang akhir-akhir ini tambah suka main game horror. Ya udah, gara-gara si Ragnarok. Nularin keberanian ya kan. Jadi gue berani main game horror ini gara-gara Ragnarok. Minum jamu kuat biar kuat menerima kenyataan. Bisa lah. Kayak lihat hantu itu biasa aja ya. Tapi kalau tiba-tiba barang jatuh mental gitu di sebelah kita itu kadang bisa buat kaget. Waduh anjir gitu kan. Hadir jauh itu. Jangan ditiru guys, itu hanya dilakukan oleh profesional gilanya. Itu ya, kalau pengabdian sama setan itu korban manusia itu kayaknya wajib banget ya dibunuh. Yang penting jump scare banyak. Tapi kalau jump scare itu banyak kayak di game apa ya sebelumnya banyak jump scare. Game kemarin itu game apa namanya ya? Game horor yang kemarin ya. Palu Pak. The Best Inside itu banyak jump scare, tapi hantunya kelihatan habis itu mendekat gitu. Kayak kurang. Tapi sebagian yang tiba-tiba barang mental itu yang benar-benar buat kaget. Nggak terduga-duga begitu loh. Gue sampai teriak itu. Untung nggak mundur ke belakang, soalnya dulu pernah di jump scare kayak gitu, mundur ke belakang gue jatuh dari kursi. Ragnarok lanjut. Gue salto, dilihat sama istri dia malah ketawa ya, ngakak dia ketawa. TikTok perjuangan ya guys. Bang. Perjuangan aneh.
Hey kiddo, how are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Dulu kalau ngeprank teman itu suka main game horor dulu. Itu masih game PS1 ya, PS2. Gue itu suka main game horor, tapi teman yang jadi kambing hitam gitu. Gue siapin gamenya, dia yang main gitu. Ada teman gue namanya Sugi dulu, aku suruh dia main Resident Evil 3 kan. 3 Nemesis di PS1. Gue udah gak berani main itu. Pas Nemesisnya kita ke mana, kantor polisi ya kan. Itu kan waktu kita mau naik tangga kan kita di jump scare sama Nemesis dari jendela. Nah itu dia kena jump scare di sana, dia lempar stick ke depan. Langsung mundur ke belakang, loncat ke belakang, dia langsung gak berani main lagi. Nggak bisa ketipu lagi tuh orang kabret. Aduh, banyak sering tuh gitu. Ngeprank temen itu suka ya nih, aku ngagak ya. Soalnya aku udah ngerasain duluan ya. Gimana caranya temen rumah biar kena juga gitu. Jadi buatlah rencana gitu. Kemana nih reward kagak diganti-ganti. Iya. Udah aku buat laporan juga di Discord-nya Ragnarok.
Okay.
Belum ada tanggapan
Any
sih.
words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Itu aja waktu susah login aja aku buat laporan untuk masalah tersebut seminggu baru beres. Buset.
Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Mengerikan sekali ya. Sangat realistis sekali. Emang rencananya mau ambil reward apa ya bagus sih. Tapi rugi juga sih kan di reward tinggi-tinggi, gue nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain. Masih mencret di rank 30.
So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear. I'll check out that map.
Invitation. Oh M. Gede banget mapnya. Tapi kecil sih. Wah, di sini lagi. Gede banget mapnya ini loh. Buset. Gede banget mapnya guys.
I think I hear someone. Could be our
Kampung
deputy.
sini macam ini. Niatnya sih gitu, tapi kasihan yang lain lah. Udah jadi gila dia.
Hey, over here.
Ya.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Jadi gila nanti.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton.
Mansium belum ngegas lagi kayaknya belum.
Organs that are
Kebanyakan sudah pada mentok itu Ragnarok Amansio. Konvert aja udah pada mentok itu. Cepet banget mentoknya loh. Ngeri banget.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique.
Tapi dia ada gitu loh. Ada kepala apa ya namanya itu?
Using each field office as a model.
Oh, tanda rusa bukan.
The facts are on the board.
Ini kan buat pemujaan anu ya. Nah.
Everything we know about the previous murders.
Halo Bang Tumen siang Ruiz. Halo Ruiz. Iya, karena nggak ada kerjaan juga sih Ruiz. Jadi oh ini yang di gitu ya. Yang dirobek ya. Dari tahun 2010. Dari tahun 2010. Sekarang tahun berapa sih? Man. Ya gitu. Yes.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Benar-benar dibuat jadi FB. Yang ya Bang. Iya Dev. Nanti malam live lagi. Live terus sampai mampus. Gila anjir. Aduh, live terus sampai mampus.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You crack cases that the rest of us baffle. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
di dual ya. Bising. Oh, ini yang di jembatan. Ya, ngeri juga ya. Orang buat api, oh. Saya belum 4 jam, ngeri kali. Mau aku coba live full 24 jam. Tapi game apa ya yang bisa ngover sampai jam segitu? Ini Alan Wake kalau dibuat pun katanya bukan katanya sih, ini 16 jam. Belum sampai 20. Mirror Pack. Oh, live apaan 24 jam? Gue sanggup kalau disuruh. Kalau dikasih reward ya kan. Tapi bakal aku tinggal gitu juga sih, tinggal mandi itu pasti bisa. Pasti bisa, bukan bisa sih. Pasti sempat lah aku tinggal mandi. Tinggal mandi saldo ngobrol itu biasa. Gak baik bang 24 jam. Kan 24 jam guys, gue pernah main game full 1 minggu guys. Dulu tuh kayak main game berhari-hari tanpa henti itu biasa aja rasanya. Oke. Pernah aku main game 1 minggu full itu nggak berhenti, pernah. Main PS2 dulu. Main Dynasty dulu kalau nggak salah, Dynasty Warrior. Dari 5 Extreme Legend ke Empire. Pasti banget. Soalnya gue suka banget sama sejarah tuh bagus, guys.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Kan kita makan, guys. Biasa makan ngapain itu biasa, guys.
FBI, huh?
Seperti itu.
That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Mungkin hari Minggu gue coba
You guys hiring?
nge-push live ya. Tapi nggak mungkin bakal sampai gitu sih. Ke 24 jam. Soalnya gue kan gini, antar jemput anak, habis itu masakin makan buat anak, dari sekolah anak. Hari Minggu tuh ada free-nya. Soalnya istri di rumah. Jadi bisa. Ini dia tumbal yang oh, ini jantung.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Hari pergantian baru, siapin game yang horor pergantian tahun. Oh, siap. Bisa. Bisa. Game horor yang bener-bener mengerikan ya. Game apa? Kalian punya rekomendasi nggak? Mungkin main game apa? Kasih saran guys yang bisa dimainkan belasan jam. Kalau gue sih pernah main game Devil with Him 1 sama 2 tuh lumayan ngeri juga ya.
You know, I never seen the FBI investigate a murder victim before, except in the movies.
Bener-bener mencekam sampai mencet bingung juga. Nah itu yang nggak ku tahu. Dibuat. Ada guys. P apa P? Oh, player. Kira-kira udah begitu. Bukan kocak. Gue kalau gue susah sekali jadi agen FBI begitu loh.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Oke, oh kita
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey,
ikut
FBI.
carikan.
We'd like to come in and
Oke,
ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you too.
jadi dia bicara guys. West Hand.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Menemukan. You can use a saga first. Caranya nggak punya punya flash kocak. Kan M E Q E.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Ada yang mencurigakan di sini. Ini kan kita belum punya apa-apa, ya kan? The case belum ada apa-apa. Apa dulu deh. Kita di blok ada di situ ya. Bentar. Kayaknya. Salah jalan guys, bener yang tadi ngedit. Ya kan gue sering banget mencet tombol gitu. Takutnya jauh-jauh jalan gak nemu nggak apa kocak. The Witcher here. Akan kau di sini. Kalau kita ke situ kita balik lagi ya kan. Coba kita jadi sungai ya. Bawah ada masa? Sebenarnya kan dari bawah ya. Di bawah naik begitu kan. Kita harus jalan-jalan dulu guys. Tahu banyak hal di sini. Jalannya. Sebentar. Mana tuh? Oh iya, ke sini. Ya bukan jalannya. Parking lot. Tadi gue udah ke sana. Alah.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Yang anu begitu ya kan. Belum ada apa sih. Bukan. Ini mother. Rajin. The ada Christian guys. Duit di sana ya. Terus apa sih kalau lihat? The Christian. Jadi
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest. Welcome back, Anderson.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Under the one is the one that will fall with the mean and so. Ini dia merentet ke sini gitu. Masih kan satu-satu gitu aja ya. Ada lagi guys. Ini ada yang bisa kita lakukan juga. Berarti ini ruang investigasi sana aja sih.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Incised stab wound, chest cut open, heart removed. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Kan.
Think, Saga. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Berarti The Killer. Sekarang kita ke Killer. Ini membutuhkan 2 foto.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Perkiraan.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Jejak-jejaknya ya.
Did they plan for the murder to happen here? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Berarti salah satu
Someone
orang
left in a
nunggu di
hurry.
sana ya.
Knocked the tripod over. Was it for
Orangnya-
a camera?
Kan. Nanti. Wah. 2, 3, 4. 4 berarti kita nggak. Ini rumah nggak bisa dibuka ya? Nggak bisa, guys.
This mug always cheers me up. If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is. 11 remaining. Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon. Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here. The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Kita harus mencari victim. Apa ini sudah kebuka ya kali ya? Ini ruang merah sebenarnya apa sih fungsinya ya? Han. Apa itu tadi? Dari sini kita nggak ada petunjuk apa-apa lagi ya.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Something. Something. Kita nggak mempunyai. Kan yang tadi. Apa itu? Almers. Waterland. Sunset. Head. Constructs. Beda guys, itu bukan dia guys. Coba kita kalau kita ke sini ngepost post berarti kita urus saja berarti ya. Aku takutnya terlalu jauh jalannya nanti. Nah,
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it.
kita nggak boleh ke sana guys.
Anderson?
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter. Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Nyangkut. Tanda seru ada di sana ya? Oh iya, tanda seru di depan. Mhm. Di sini di blokade ya, blokade di sana blokade. Bukan. Kali mencet tab. Kita ikuti jalan ini belok kiri gitu kan. Si Wits ini. Oh, ini yang tadi.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. But he... the movies.
Oh, kita punya satu aja ya. Oke lah. Berarti gitu ya. Gak ngeri juga ya. Bener digocek habis-habisan loh, buset. Belakang rumah ini ada sesuatu nggak ya? Aku masih update lagi waktu. Lama nggak on itu kali guys? Oh, lama nggak on? Lama kok nggak pernah on kali, makanya hapus datanya. Oh, sebentar kita balik dulu ke tempat yang tadi ya, ke sini. Bentar. Oh, berarti ke sini ya. Kita ingat jalan banyak cabang, guys. Belok kanan, kiri, kiri.
Hey, Logan's birthday is coming up. I need toy ideas.
Toys. She's 14, Casey.
Okay.
Ya, sambil lagi
What do I get her?
Get her a book. Something weird and dark.
buat lagi,
Maybe
guys. Itu
that'll
udah
get her
hapus
back into
datanya.
reading.
Gara-gara lama nggak di login, makanya
Welcome
gitu.
back, Anderson.
Nggak ada yang bisa dilakukan lagi ya.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current
Oh,
state.
itu victim.
But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Game from
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Wah, panjang sekali nih.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
La
This
la
were your
la.
hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Ah, yes. Kita membutuhkan itu.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
You made it back.
Deciding
Good.
what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks.
Novel, take the car,
Let's
break
get the
fast.
car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Ayo.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Ada nggak bubuk? Ada nggak bubuk? Bentar.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
We have together here.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Kita memiliki 3 jalan, guys. Oh ini parkir. Bentar.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Oh. Ini buntu kan? Ya buntu ke kanan. Oh nggak bisa ke sana. Coba dulu.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Break file.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from
Almost.
home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Ini maju sama kakak ya. next city.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Rival Washington.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my...
Oh, dear.
I mean, our float
Cute.
will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing? Sure.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Hello.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Belum ya. Magazine. Auto fire. Oh,
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Apa yang terjadi? Densus. Gue lihat dulu.
It won't open.
Oh,
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
oh, kita punya gitu ya? Bukan. Kita kan dokumennya cuma
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible, but it's best not to take it personally.
Go to the Megway.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Hey!
Something not.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. It doesn't budge. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Body.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Just off that.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Okay. Ya. Hari Kamis, adek mau les nanti. Bobok nggak? Kan dulu bentar ya. Bentar lagi les. Kita mau. Dikit. Mau nonton apa?
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her.
Mau nonton apa?
Could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Sosis goreng mau.
No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Nggak nonton apa ya? Apa apa nonton TV? Hah? Nonton TV? Nggak nonton apa ya? Saya tunggu sebentar.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Hmm?
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Tunggu sebentar guys.
I need to get into the light. Now. My gun's out in the hall.
Kita harus lari dong.
Must be locked from the other side. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move.
Nggak ngerti harus bagaimana di sana, guys. Agak. Kita nggak punya pistol sih, Cok. Bentar. Kita melihat. Oh, ini ruang exit. Oh, gitu. Mana gitu? Try in the leg. Try to in the leg. Ya apa begitu?
He's coming. Need to be in the light.
Sebentar. Gue nggak tahu tuh. Si Anu bakal mancing enemy gitu.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move.
Dia tetap dapat, guys. Tetap aja dia dapatin kita, ya kan? Entah mau ngapain.
I need to get into the light. Now. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Dia keluar dari sana, buset. Gue nggak, aduh, anjing.
the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now.
Get out of my house. Here he was.
He vanished.
Oh gitu.
He didn't have a heart.
Bentar, up. Pelan, sensitivitas.
But he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on?
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Banyak berkasnya untuk satu kasus, banyak sekali berkasnya loh. Yang lain. Ini ke bukan.
Nah. Okay. That's not right.
Ini psikologi. Oh, sensitivitas naik.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything?
They're a fine pair.
Hello.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Apa yang berani jalan tengah jalan? Ngeri sekali. Kedepannya kita membunuh berarti si hantu ya sih. Dan setannya takut cahaya. Jangan pernah berada dalam gelap. Begitu berarti jadi konteksnya.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Aduh sip dah, gue mau gini dulu guys.
I need to come
Karena anak sekolah.
I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago.
Di malam kita jumpa lagi ya.
Chasing a writer,
Aduh sip dulu.
Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. The same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Next capture. Berarti ini capture 3 guys ya. Gua di tempat polisi, ruang otopsi.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Kayaknya malam hari akan jadi waktu yang berbahaya ya.
Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs.
Hello.
Damn thing.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Hulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Okay, we're done for now. Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is.
Oke lah guys, jadi sekian dulu untuk live stream pada sore ini ya kan. Nanti malam kita jumpa lagi untuk game selanjutnya seperti itu. Dan terima kasih buat kalian semua yang sudah mau mampir, sudah mau like juga, sudah mau komentar juga. Terima kasih banyak. Tetap semangat. Nanti malam kita jumpa lagi untuk game berikutnya. Jadi game Alan Wake bagian pertama kita sudahi dulu. Ya sih. Akan hanya ribet banget ya, tapi seru ya. Seru sekali. Ya sudahlah. Lumayan panjang juga. Seperti itu menjadi. Ya, mau gimana lagi. Perjumpaan di malam guys. Terima kasih ya. Kalau gabung. Guys. Aduh,